Hello everyone and welcome to the Movie Fanatics. My name is Brannock. I want you to imagine something. Being bored. Having nothing to do can be great, no responsibilities. But there's a downside to having nothing to do. You have nothing to do. How do you pass the time? You could play a video game. I can't do this. What do I look like? Someone who owns a Wii U? I gotta do something better. Wait, what do we do around here?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Movie Fanatics. I'm Braden.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Movie Fanatics. My name is Brannock.
The Movie Fanatics.
The Movie Fanatics.
The Movie Fanatics.
Movie Fanatics.
Movie Fanatics. Fanatics.
The Movie Fanatics. I got it. Let's just watch a movie. Movies. People love movies. They're one of the most popular forms of media out there. You sit down, you waste 2 hours. I love it. But why? Why would anyone take time out of their life to see a movie? In my opinion, there are 3 main reasons that someone would see a movie, either at home or in theaters. Number 1, trailers. This is probably the main reason most people see movies. If you see a trailer you really like, you're more likely to see that film. Why do you think cinemas play a bunch of trailers before the movie you're actually there to see? Because they want you to come back. Because they want your money. Number 2, the movie is in a series or made by a company that you like. Contrary to what you might initially think, I don't go to the movie theaters often to see movies. The only reason I normally go is if it's a new Star Wars movie. I'll go occasionally for a Disney or Pixar movie, but it's mostly Star Wars. The last movie that I've seen in theaters was The Rise of Skywalker. Can you really blame me for not going back? I'm also gonna probably see the new MCU movies that come out. I watched the entire series last summer, and since then, I've become a big fan. But the problem is, no movies have released in theaters since I've watched them. Yikes. And number 3, posters and cover art. This is definitely the least common one. I don't know many people that would go to a movie just because they saw a cool poster. That might spark interest in seeing a trailer, but on its own, not so much. But if you read the title of the video, you know that's what we're talking about today, so whatever. Still, if you see a cool poster for a movie outside of your local theater, or some nice looking box art on a DVD at Walmart, you're more likely to see it or pick the DVD up. I really like movie posters. It's something that no one ever talks about, but they're so fun. And cover art is just as important. If you own a physical movie, whatever's on the front of the box is what you're going to be looking at every time you pick it up. Box art is super important, but that doesn't mean it always looks good. Oh brother, where art thou? This is my favorite movie ever. I adore it, but I hate its cover art. What is this layout? It's so weird. I prefer to either have the top or bottom image cover the whole thing instead of being split like this. A major problem I have with cover art is when they throw on a bunch of random text at the front of a box. I'm fine with just a little blurb that names the directors or actors, but a lot of cover arts would be better without all this stuff. Life of Pi, great movie, great cover art. It's simple and it's nice to look at. A lot of movies flaunt a quote on the front like, "Simply incredible, New York Times." I know that's there for marketing purposes. A little bear will make a big splash. Well, I gotta buy it now. But I don't like it. It's okay when it doesn't take up too much space, but I don't like it. I'd rather that stuff be on the back of the box where it belongs. Sure, people won't see it, but it won't obstruct the art. One of my favorite examples of good cover art has to be Star Wars The Force Awakens. I love the layout so much. It feels so right. Rey's staff and Kylo's lightsaber lining up is so nice, and I love all the secondary characters at the bottom. Last Jedi might be even better. Rey is the main focus, and she's caught between the light and dark side. She's in between Luke and Kylo. I also love that the box art takes inspiration from the red and white aesthetic of Crate. Cover art is super weird though. It varies between different versions. The official poster can be different from the DVD cover art, which can be different from the Blu-ray cover art, which can be different from more Blu-ray cover art. Video games are much more straightforward. They vary between regions, but all copies in your region generally have the same box art. I swear I don't own a Wii U. One of the things I hate about cover art is when it's just things on a white background. Look at Minions! I know all they had to do to sell copies was to put Minions on it, but they couldn't have given it at least a little personality. At least it reflects the quality of the movie. All the Despicable Me movies did this, and it's so lazy. There isn't an ounce of character here with the art. Big Hero 6 did this too. This is Disney we're talking about. Disney's not lazy. Moving on. This is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. What is going on here? Why is the layout so awful? It just looks awkward. When you look at Greg compared to the car, he's like 15 feet tall. Also, there's a Greg here, and a Greg here, and a Greg here, and a Greg there, and a Greg there. You want some more bad layout? Ew. Why are all the characters just awkwardly standing around? I do like Vader merging with the Death Star in the background, though. Did you guys know this movie was triumphant? Bohemian Rhapsody has some great cover art. I like my cover art to be simple and nice to look at, and Bohemian Rhapsody does just that. I love the colors, and Freddy's silhouette really pops out. It's great. Now, Big Miracle is also great. I have no idea why I own this movie. I haven't seen it. The cover art is great simply because it has Jim Halpert staring at a whale. Coco's is pretty good. It has a nice layout, and I love seeing the world of the afterlife in the background. Finding Dory found out how to make good cover art. It has a nice layout, and the characters really pop. I'm sorry, what? Pixar has some quality cover art. They've mastered how to do it and how to do it well. Monsters, Inc. is... oh my gosh. It's perfect. They've mastered everything. It's beautiful. The title and names of the actors are right next to each other, and the little quote in the bottom is so small and out of the way that I didn't even notice it at first. And the art itself is great. Mike and Sully are the focus, and Boo's shadow in the door. Oh, it's so good. The Lego Movie's cover art. I like this. Now here's a question. What do you do for a collection, a bunch of movies, in one package? Star Wars just said screw it. The Star Wars Original Trilogy collection on Blu-ray and DVD just has Vader on a black background, at least the one I have. I have the prequel collection for Blu-ray and DVD too, but I don't know where it went. It just had Yoda on a white background. I prefer the OT art, but neither are very inspired. The Batman movies just have the art from 4 movies plastered on. It looks odd. I'd prefer something like the Star Wars collection with one image and names of the movies on the front. It's not super original, but it'd be better than this. The Home Alone collection does the same thing that the Batman collection does, with just 4 posters in one. Wait, there were 4 of these? Great time to segue into posters. As I mentioned earlier, cover art can be different depending on a whole bunch of stuff. How old the movie is, which version you have, if it's a Blu-ray or DVD. If you're gonna look up cover art for a movie, you're gonna be faced with a ton of different images. With a movie poster, there are usually a couple different ones, but there's mainly one poster that a movie uses for promotion. Normally there will be the same poster outside of a cinema advertising the movie. Sure, they vary between regions, of course, but within one single region, they're pretty much the same. Look at the original poster for Star Wars from 1977. I love it. The layout is great. It's classic. They also made Luke jacked. Posters from the 70s and 80s in general are really great. A lot of them are hand-drawn, and it's amazing. Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's simple, but it's nice. I love the color scheme here. I also like how the poster makes the title look like it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. One of my favorite little parts about going to the theater is trying to find the poster for the movie you're about to see among the posters for all the movies that are in theaters at the moment. It also makes it easy to see other movies that are in theaters that you might consider seeing. The Things poster is amazing. It's just like Raiders, simple but good. It makes you curious to find out more. It makes you wonder, is perfect. What's going on here? I love Jurassic Park. Great movie, a classic. But what about the poster? No. I like a nice, simple poster, but Jurassic Park goes too far. It's too simple, and it's just bland and boring. The 2019 remake of The Lion King has a terrific poster. I love it. I haven't seen the movie yet. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm still alive. But I like the poster. It's similar to the original, but it still looks nice. Horror movie posters are interesting. A lot of them have the unique job of getting a person invested while keeping the villain or monster of the movie mysterious, or at least pretty vague. I have a lot of fondness for the posters that are especially minimalist or mysterious. The Exorcist's poster is absolutely classic. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I love the poster. It's so cryptic and unique. It's really good. Alien does so much so right. I love it when you can't really tell what the movie's about, but the poster pretty much hooks you. I also adore the tagline for this movie, "In space, no one can hear you scream." It makes you fidget in your seat a little bit. I love it. Halloween is a little more straightforward, but it's similar to Alien, and it's very well done too. Now Cool Cat Saves the Kids. I love the crappy green screen. I love the fact that they are all shot in different lighting. I love the use of Comic Sans as the font of choice. And the quote on the poster, wow. Cool Cat is cooler than Barney the Dinosaur. I have it all planned out. Those will be my last words. This is a poster that does its job well. It makes me even more interested in seeing the movie. I actually have. Review coming soon. But seriously, I want to close things off by talking about my top 3 posters of all time. Number 3, Avengers Infinity War. It's so good. The layout is fantastic. It's organized so well. There is so much going on, but it doesn't feel cluttered in the slightest. Thanos is the focus, and all the heroes are arranged very nicely. Number 2, Return of the Jedi. The one I absolutely love isn't the main one. It was a poster back when the movie was called Revenge of the Jedi. The color palette here is phenomenal, particularly the reds and purplish blues. It's simple and it's great. It showcases the Vader and Luke fight from The Empire Strikes Back. It's amazing. And at number 1, this might be the most iconic movie poster of all time. I haven't seen the film, but I would really like to. It's been parodied and referenced so much, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's amazing. Boom. Look at this. It's great. It shows exactly what the movie is all about while remaining simple and elegant. It's straightforward and iconic. I want to see Jaws really badly, and this poster is part of the reason why. It's perfection. So I like movie posters and movie cover art a lot. It's a topic that's consistently interesting to me. When a new movie releases, I love seeing the poster that they come up with, just to see how the studio chooses to brand the film. And I love seeing cover art tempt me to buy a movie at Target. Even if not a lot of people care about them, movie posters and cover art will always be one of my favorite aspects of the film industry. But I do have a confession to make. I actually do own a Wii U. Thanks to everyone who watched this video, I spent a lot more time filming DVD cases than I expected. In other news, Braden got a new set. He made an update vlog if you want to check that out. Braden's set changes a lot, and they're all so much better than mine. I've just been at my desk. In future, I will be making a ranking of all the Spider-Man movies, so stay tuned. That's all I got for now. This is Brannock from the Movie Fanatics, signing off.